Hello and welcome back to Milk It Reviews. Oh, sorry, getting old. Sorry, flashlights. We all use them, we all love them, we all hate them. Right, we all find that we can't really live without them. At some point in our life, we need a flashlight. And when it comes down to it, we always really want to be sure that we've got one that's of good quality. There's a looking at my age, I'm afraid that I'm old enough to be remembering when flashlights really were just about passable as a means of illumination, right? I mean, you know, they gave a bit of light, which was better than a candle, right? But at the end of the day, it's something that, by today's standards, if you was as old as I am, you could cast your memory back that far, you would be quite astonished as to how the technology has improved massively. Even in just the last 10 years. It's quite astonishing. And there's certain features of a flashlight now that I think we all become pretty much expecting from manufacturers, right, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because it's one of the biggest gripes that I ever have, been a bit of an inherent tightwad, right, is the cost of batteries, right. Although I tend to use rechargeables whenever I can, right, sometimes it's not always that feasible, other times, you know, it's just not practical, right, to what you're doing. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, right, we're going to get into this, right, wonderful creation. I've gone and got a couple of these, right, smaller 511 flashlights because of a particular need, and they're just a nice hand size you can stick in your pocket. You know, you don't really know that you've got it, which is something that I find quite appealing. Right, this one is the TMT A1. It runs on one AA battery, which I must say, pleased that comes with it, right, and Duracell at that. And this is one thing I've got to say this about 511, right, too often, right, we see that infernal quotation from manufacturers, batteries not included, right, and on the odd occasion when we do see that we have got batteries included, right, invariably they're cheap and nasty. They probably give you about 10 minutes light before you throw it in the bin, right. 511 on every flashlight that they produce, right, with the exception of the XBT D3, if it needs batteries, it comes with them, right, which I find quite astonishing. And just while I've got this end cap off here, right, you see there's a rubber O-ring there, right, which is brilliant, right, just waterproofs the seal there, right. The threads, it's an aircraft grade aluminium body to the flashlight and the tail cap. The threads on them are exceptionally good. It's all very stiff because, I mean, they're new. It takes quite a bit to wear them in, right. But let's just have a quick look at the fundamentals of this. You've got 3 settings on this flashlight, right. There's no safety switch on the back end of this, as there are on some of the 511 flashlights. There's nothing on this, but you don't need to. It's quite a stiff switch, but not a mega stiff switch, right. If you just switch it straight on, right, so that dimming is not the light, it's the battery, the light metering on the camera, right. If you just switch it straight on, it goes straight to 130 lumens, right, which is very, very respectable for the size of the flashlight. Bear in mind it's running on one AA, right, that's not bad going, right, and it's got a very good throw on the beam, which is good, right. The depth of the dish on the reflector can determine the throw of the beam, whether you want a wide angle or a more focused, right. This is quite a nicely produced beam on this. If you go and switch, I'm going to go quickly I'm going to flick the button on the end twice, and that will put us on to low output, right. I'm trying my damnedest not to shine this at the camera because of obvious reasons. On low output it's on 15 lumens. Okay, so that's great. I mean, this is absolutely ideal. 15 lumens is great for sort of nosing around inside your car in a bag, right. You don't need 130 lumens of output. All you're doing by using that level of output is running your batteries down. We come to battery life in a second, right. But if you flick this 3 times on the button, 1, 2, 3, you're on to a strobe, okay, which has great advantages if entering a darkened room where you suspect somebody may be lying in wait. Right, that strobe effect can really sort of disorientate somebody for that couple of seconds, which gives you the advantage. Right now, it does work very well. Sorry. Battery life on high output, remember it's 130 lumens, 53 minutes. Right, on low output, right, remember that's on 15 lumens. It's 11 hours. Now that ain't bad going. Right, I mean, you may well find that this sort of flashlight will spend most of its time on low output anyway. Right, it's not that often you would need it. I mean, low output ideal for form filling, that sort of thing. You know, sort of just roadside checks of bags, that, you know, it's just low output's all that's needed. Right, but 11 hours on low output. And on strobe, 2 hours. Right, now the strobe output is 130 lumens, the same as the high output, okay, so, right, not bad at all. It's got an impact resistance, drop tested 3 meters. Right, the flashlights, I mean, most of the 511 flashlights are fitted with these anti-roll rings, which are rather scrummy, right, and there's nothing worse than putting the flashlight down and watching it disappear into the dirt somewhere. I'm not saying that I've ever done it much, once or twice, right, but it does happen, right, and I'm sure it's happened to you as well as me. Right, you also get a breakaway lanyard with it, right, with a nice little split ring to attach to it. I personally don't use lanyards on flashlights, right, it's just me, right, you may want to, right, it's there, if not, use it for something else, but it does work very, very well, right, it's got quite a strong draw weight on that, and I'm not even going to do it because it's starting to cut to my fingers, but it's not something that's just going to come apart, but it will come apart, right, I know it will. Let me just hook that over there, that'll be better. Right, there you go. Right, so see, it does come apart, so if if somebody grabbed hold of it, right, they haven't got you with it. Right, but that's basically that. And last but not least, gold plated connectors inside. Right, gold, any of you hi-fi buffs out there, right, that love kitting your cars out and so forth, you know that if it's not gold plated, the connector's not worth having. Right, and you'll find that with all of the 511 flashlights, to my knowledge, they're all gold plated connectors. Okay, last but not least, spring clip, right, for your pocket clip. That is extremely strong, right, that's very, very well made. If you want to take that clip off, you can do. I know some people don't like them. Right, you can take that off, it's ever so easy. Right, it's just undo the end cap, take off the rubber anti-roll ring and just take off the pocket clip and put it all back together again. Right, absolute piece of cake. Right, the flashlight is tested to ANSI FL1 standard, if that means anything to you, because it doesn't to me. All I know is it's robust, it works well, it's reliable. My whole family now, right, are using 511 flashlights, which is why I end up keep on buying them, because every single time I go and review a flashlight, somebody somewhere finds a home for it. It'll either be in their car, in their bag, right, you know, it'll go somewhere, right, it's, but everyone around here now is packing a 511 flashlight, and quite rightly so, why not, right, I mean, look at the size of that, it's not even a handful, right, you know, it's great, but I say they're not going to get their hands on these because I have a particular need for these, right, and they will, without any shadow of a doubt, serve the job very, very well. Please, if you've got any questions, drop me a line. I'll always answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'm sure I'll be able to find someone that does. If you're new to Milk It Reviews, please hit the subscribe button. The reason for that is purely and simply to give you the updates on as and when new videos are published. I don't make any money out of these videos. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I do not work for 511 or any of their subsidiaries. Right, I keep getting these questions. I keep saying in the odd video here and there. I don't mind, but I can understand why people say it. Why do I have so much 511 kit? Because it's bloody good quality. It's as simple as that. All the kit you see is used in pretty much in anger. It's used on a very regular basis. If you used to look, at the moment I'm sitting here, right, it's just a day off. I'm wearing a 511 polo shirt, a pair of 511 boots, a belt. I don't make jeans anymore. 511, bring back denim jeans. And your denim jacket, please get that back in the range. Right, I want one. I want a 511 denim jacket now. Right, I can't get one for love nor money. No, but when it comes down to it, it's just good quality. Simple as that. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling. Thanks for watching. Any questions, drop me a line. Bye bye.